What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. And it's the weekend again. It's cold as hell again. And I've been finding some good tools again. Trying a new non-alcoholic beer, Klostaller. It's cheaper than the Lagunitas. Been trying it out. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, I got a little $20 tool haul for you. Sort of. I went to the same lady that I've been to many times. It's the only place I went. There wasn't that much going on this weekend. But I filled me up a little bag, and $20 is what I spent. So here we go. I got some good stuff for 20 bucks. I'm going to start out with something that I almost always end up with going there. And that is a few wrenches. And I got some wrenches with a specific goal in mind, and then I ended up just getting a couple that I couldn't say no to. So I got these two. These are SK Electrolyte, which is kind of a fun brand to collect. 7/8 and 13/16. And the reason I got them is not because I need another 7/8 or another 13/16 wrench, because Lord knows I don't. But, oh shit, I got this screwed up here. I keep this thing of this is one of those Hansen wrench trays, and I've just been filling it with ones that are in good shape, of old raised panel wrenches, like, here's a Craftsman, nothing crazy about it, but it's in pretty good shape. So I've been keeping this little set of the old raised panel, like the Craftsmans and the SKs. You can see, like, they're very similar to each other. So I've kind of been building a little set of standard wrenches. I got a metric one too, but obviously the standard ones are easier to find. So I'm up to 11/16 of all Craftsman and SK, either one, standard. So now I got a 13/16 here. That's going to go on there. And a 7/8. So that's pretty sweet there. Now all I need is a 1-inch, a 15/16, and a 3/4, and I'll have me a full set from 1/4 inch to 1 inch of some nice, raised panel wrenches. That makes me happy there. And they're all the correct length. Like, they'll fill in and look like a complete set, So that is exciting. And I might end up maybe even giving it away. I don't know. Might give it away on the channel or something if people are interested in that. And then I found some wrenches that were just like really, right up my alley. She always has seemingly brand new or in very good condition Proto wrenches. This is a 1/2-inch one. It's in great shape, and I just wanted it because these are my favorite wrenches of all time. The Proto Professional satin finish. These are just some really good wrenches. This one almost seems like it's offset a little differently. Maybe somebody did that. Maybe somebody bent it to make it more offset or something. But it's just these are just my favorite wrenches ever. So I picked it up, and then my favorite wrench of the day is this Proto. This is like the industrial finish. 1/2-inch by 7/16, double open end. This is just an awesome freaking wrench, and I'm going to put this in my everyday tool bag because I keep a little set of wrenches of like half-inch, 7/16, 3/8, 1/4 inch, 5/16, and 9/16. So basically up to 9/16. I keep these because they just come in handy doing little jobs all the time out in the world doing maintenance and everything. So this is a great little wrench, and I'll definitely use it. I'm real happy to have it. I love wrenches like this. They're real handy. And then I just couldn't turn down this. I've got plenty of 3/4 inch. I even have a 3/4 inch super wrench already, but this one is in great shape. Williams super wrench. These ones are really, really nice. These are another of my favorite wrenches. And I find them often with the Protos and Williams super wrenches. I actually find them, for whatever reason, in my area pretty commonly. But man, this one was in great shape. A little bit of cleanup and it'll be perhaps wrench roll worthy. It's a long, good 3/4. I think it might end up in my wrench roll with all my favorite wrenches. We might have to do a wrench roll update pretty soon. So that's all the wrenches. And then I got a couple things that I just really, nothing special, but are great. So this is a cheap little, chrome vanadium, probably made in China or Taiwan. This is probably an older, like made in Taiwan or something. Doesn't have a brand name on it. It just says chrome vanadium. I bet this is either made in Taiwan or Japan. But it's got the 1/4 inch thing here. And I've been wanting another one of these. I really want a snap-on one or something, but they're stupid expensive for what that is. And I love these. So you put these on a 1/4 inch ratchet, and it becomes an extension that you can spin with the handle. This is one of my favorite ways to work with a 1/4 inch setup. I just love that. And I have a Napa one, I think it's a Carlisle, that I use, and it's in my little kit I use for working on cars and stuff that I keep in my truck. But this one's going to live in the shop, and I'm real happy about that. Definitely going to use that a lot. And then I picked up this little Stanley Workmaster, is what that says, and it's just a little 1/4 inch ratchet. I think this is probably made in China. Doesn't say made in the USA anywhere or anything, but it's doesn't look like it's ever been used really, and it's just cool. It's definitely dry. It needs some oil, but the reversing mechanism is that just goes back and forth like that. And I don't have a ratchet quite like that, and I think it's really cool. And once I lube it up, it'll be actually kind of a nice little guy to use in the shop or just to have in the collection because it's different. I don't know how well that'll hold up, but it's just a 1/4 inch, nothing crazy. So actually, I can see how in certain situations you're in somewhere, you just switch it to reverse it, and it'll be a lot easier than getting up on these round-headed ratchets. Getting up there and turning it like they usually are, like my SK one is, and every other round head ratchet like this, you have to turn the little dial. And if you're up in somewhere and it's hard to get there and turn that, you just push a button. It's actually pretty nice. So I just thought that was really cool. Nothing super fancy or anything, but I just wanted that. And then I did, of course, grab a couple screwdrivers. This is a Bonnie Phillips number 2 Phillips. You always find them, they're real jacked up, but this one, it was in good shape. And I have a bunch of these Bonnies, and I got them because this will kind of finish up a set of Bonnie screwdrivers for me almost. I'm sure I don't have all of them, but I've got a good selection of these, and some of them I actually use all the time. And this one will just fit right in there, so I just couldn't say no to it, of course. And then here's a little stubby Phillips, also Phillips head in good shape. And it says M. Klein. And that's cool. I've got a lot of these. They're the Stanley 100 plus, but they say M. Klein and Sons or Klein on them. See if I got one laying around over here. Yeah. So here's one that says M. Klein and Sons. Big old flathead, And I have a stubby. Sometimes I amaze myself with what I can remember. I knew I had a stubby flathead like this. This is a Stanley one, 100 plus. This is a Klein, but it's the same thing. So now it's got a little, their brother and sister there, and I just had to, I had to do it. I had to get that, and you can't have enough little stubby screwdrivers laying around. So then saw this pair of little channel lock pliers, had to do it. This is the stamped in channel lock, made in the USA. These are just, they're just great little pliers. Tiny little slip joints. I didn't have a pair of channel lock slip joints like this. I got these ones, bigger channel lock slip joints. But these guys are just handy little guys to have in the shop or whatever, and they're in pretty good shape. I just couldn't turn them down. And then a few things here. I love this type of punch. This is just like I guess you could use it as a nail set, pretty much is what it is, or just a punch, for all kinds of little sinking little nails or pushing stuff through a hole or whatever. I love the ones that have this knurling on them. They're just really nice. I can clean up that rust and stuff. But this one, somebody's been wailing on, and it's nice and pre-mushroomed for me, nice little hammering surface. But I can clean that up, and it'll just be a nice little punch to add to the collection. I love these punches, and I like to throw them in different tool bags, They're useful. And then the files. When I can find a good Nicholson USA made file in good condition with a good handle on it, I always pick it up. This one's a little loose, but yeah, you can barely make out the little Nicholson USA on there. I did not have a Nicholson triangle file, and the reason that I was happy about this is because I'm starting to work on some plier teeth here I've really flattened these guys out, and I've been using this triangle file here to kind of sharpen them back up. And this is my Harbor Freight one, and it's okay and everything, but now I'll give it a try with this nice Nicholson one and see if it can't sharpen these teeth up a little bit. I've had some pretty good success doing this, and I'm working on it, and I'll get there. So anyway, beautiful, beautiful files, these Nicholson files. And then I got a couple bigger. This is just like one that was in really good shape. This is good for cleaning up big pipes and stuff, big copper pipes and stuff like that, or even big PVC pipes and stuff, and all kinds of things like that. A big flat file with good edges on the sides and everything. It just really is nice. And this is another Nicholson USA mill bastard. I got a few of these, but it's just nice to have them. Files are super, super useful for me. I love having a lot of good files. It's amazing how much you'll use files if you have them laying around, And then this thing right here is a Craftsman clamp vise type of a thing. I'm not exactly sure what it's used for, or if it's actually might be missing something. I don't know. I picked it up because I was like, I don't know, it looks like it might be useful for something someday. I don't know, but I just grabbed it, and I don't really understand it. I don't really quite understand it, but I bet you one of you guys knows exactly what this is, and you're saying right now, come on, man, how do you not know what that is? It's used for this or whatever. So just tell me what it is, guys. I'm sure one of you guys knows, and then once I know, I'm sure I'll figure out a way to use it in the shop. I guess it looks like you put it onto maybe if you had two of these, you would clamp it onto a workbench or something and push these things together. Like if you had two of these things, you clamp a piece of wood or something together on a workbench. I don't know. Let me know. So anyway, that's $20. You know, have I done worse? Sure. Have I done better? Absolutely. I feel like $20 is right there on the edge of being too much for this stuff. But I don't know. I think it's $20 well spent, if you ask me. I mean, just one of these Proto wrenches, about $20, really, brand new. And these are in brand new brand new condition, really. I'm very, very pleased. I always get a wrench from this lady that I just have, that I'm really pleased to get, that I don't have one quite like it. And I have plenty of 1/2 inch by 7/16 wrenches laying around, I'm sure, but not one nearly as nice as this. And this will really be a of good use to me. So anyway, here's $20 of stuff. Pretty normal thing for us. Now, here's another $20. Now, what do you think? $20, $20. One tool versus 15 or something tools. But this is the Klein Impact 11-in-1. And I'm not going to go over it in great detail because this is going to get its own video. But somebody asked me about this, wanted me to do a review on it, and I'd been eyeing this thing anyway, and it just pushed me over the edge, and I bought it. It's $20. It is a very interesting design because it's an Impact 11-in-1, so you can take all these parts out and you can put them in your drill. It's got all these like a regular 11-in-1 does. It's got 5/16. But what's really neat about it is like you could take something and put that in there. You can put any kind of bits you want in there and customize it. So anyway, I figured we'd go over this in a normal video, but I actually just used a few of these bits in my drill, messing around with some stuff in my house, setting up the baby's nursery, hanging up a bunch of shit on the walls and everything. So far, I think it's actually a very cool screwdriver. And you know, we've talked about Klein screwdriver innovation before. We have a whole video dedicated to Klein's multi-bit screwdriver innovations, and they just keep coming out with more. It's just amazing, and I couldn't say no to this. This was one that I just had to try out, so I think this will be getting used a good bit here in the near future. So we'll do a full video on this one, but so I guess that makes this about a $40 tool haul. But this here's the $20 worth of stuff we got today. I think we did pretty well, and I'm pretty stoked about some of it. Really nice wrenches, really cool files. I just think this ratchet is super cool. Very nice. Push the button, go the other way. I'll be using this in the shop. I'm always using 1/4 inch stuff, and I'll just pick this. I know I'll just pick this up because it's just kind of convenient to use. So anyway, that's the tool haul for the day. Thanks for watching.